Alright guys, so I just want to make a video for you guys who are beginning to play trumpet. Here's a few tips. So before I grab my trumpet out, I apologize for the heating sound. It's a bit cold here today. So before I grab my trumpet, I just want to talk to you about a few tips in the beginning. Don't stress if you're struggling to blow. See, blowing first time into your trumpet is the hardest part of anything. It's basically like when you're beginning to read your ABCs, you get the concept eventually. Just make sure to tighten the lips and strengthen up so it's not easy to blow. I managed to luckily blow fine in my first time, but some other people couldn't. It's okay. It doesn't matter if you can't blow. You just get practice, and secondly, so be aware of the postures and your breathing. Your breathing is one of the most important parts of playing a trumpet. And with a lot of weird breathing activities, I'll show you maybe a bit of quick, so that I'll speed it, so that it does not affect the whole video. But it looks silly. It does actually look very silly, but it helps. That exercise looked very stupid. It looks stupid, but it's actually very helpful. It kind of relaxes your muscles here, jaws, so it doesn't hurt when you play. Because trust me, I've done very long performances. I played for like 3 hours, not 2 hours once. This is this year for performance, and yeah, it was very tiring. So the exercise helps a lot. No exercise. The exercise you sit there relaxes your shoulder muscles, and it's gonna be holding trumpet for a very long time, and that will help you not to stiffen your shoulders. Now this that again also helps you with getting your jaws all fine, and this is also another one. I am not gonna speed it because, well, it's not stupid, it actually makes sense. You have to do this, put your finger and do tut 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 tut. Your first and index finger there on your tongue and your teeth, and kind of make your top teeth bite into it, not completely like into it, but like at least the top nail, and you go tut 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 tut. What does tut 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 do? It essentially helps your tongue. So what tonguing is it's not legato, it's just separating notes. So like tut 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 tut. I'll show you a bit when I play the trumpet, but yeah, it helps you to tongue the notes very accurately and directly. Not just tut 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 tut. It's a very direct. It's literally directed out there. Okay, guys, so this is a mouthpiece that we use on trumpets, and this is what we blow. Obviously, I'll just show you how it looks. So I just basically took it out my trumpet, show you. So this is a good exercise too. And if you're struggling with not blowing, sometimes people just made a sound and it doesn't come out crispy clear. Just practice on this until it comes like a sound like this. See how the sound is kind of consistent? See, it's not like it's more like it's consistent. Like if you were to get one of those metronomes, it would be either flat or sharp, but at a constant rate. See, if it's flat and it's constant, that's better than having from flat to sharp, flat to sharp, flat to sharp. And if it's sharp and consistent, it's better. But Playing a trumpet is very hard to get the exact sound, so you're gonna have to play around. Okay, for you. So you're gonna have to play around with this. He's got you to pull it up, down. So this is a exercise that, if you get the sound right, you just do this. So you push your mouthpiece into the thing while blowing. So I'll show you how it looks. Sorry. Then you just. So you see, and if you're ready and you've mastered blowing into the mouthpiece, you've just mastered one note, guys, and that's a very good thing. You've mastered note C, because you didn't touch any vowels or anything. It's a good job, guys. You mastered the sounds, the note C. So if you can do that, alright, yeah, it's gonna take time to start playing proper music. So what you wanna do is try playing scales. What's a scale? It's essentially the notes C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So the notes we're gonna start with the constant B flat scale. That's the first scale we all learn when we play the trumpet. So those are just basic notes. You probably just saw it right here. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So this is how the scale sounds. As you can see, it's kind of too sharp, so I've got to push that thing in. I just really hate the thing I hate about trumpet, guys, is just altering what's sharp and whatnot. The piano, you don't really need to do that. So if you can master scales, that's a very good thing. So we've got the D major scale. That's D major. And if you can do that, we'll move on to the first song, Hot Cross Buns. That's the first song I've ever learned, and I'll be teaching you basic songs along the way. Let's go to Hot Cross Buns. That's E, D, C, and then we have a minimum rest for E, D, C, minimum rest, C, and then we got 4 quadrat Cs, 4 quadrat Ds, 2 minimum, so 1 minimum E, 1 minimum D, 1 minimum C, and then the rest, 2 quadrat. This is how it sounds like. So it's it's very simple. I'll let you guys have it. So I'll just show you. First 2 vowels, E, you hold for 2 beats, so you just count 1, 2, and then you hold the D, first and third vowel, 1, 2, and C is just no vowels. You got minimum rest. Then you repeat E, D, C, and you got C, 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 D, 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 E, D, C. That's all we gotta do. Next we got Ferrajaka. Now this is another song that I've learned. So it's this. Sorry, I did not get a good one. Okay, I found another one. Sorry. Now, for people who don't know French, this is also known as Are You Sleeping? But it's also known as Ferrajaka, which is French. So where is this? I'll put the notes here, right here, guys. If you guys want to see it, I'll put it right here. Yeah, and I'll find another song for you. And this is also another French lullaby. well, it says French Canadian folk song, but you probably heard it. It's called Alouette. It's a very famous French song music, so you probably can recognize it. Hopefully. Sorry, it was a bit out of tune, but yeah, that's the basic tune of Alouette. Also, if you're performing, make sure your trumpet's on tune. I really should take care of that. Yeah, that's better. So, I want to teach you guys another skill. So, this is called the chromatic skill. It's a very different skill. It's very unique. So basically, a normal scale would have 8 notes. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Chromatic has about 12 to 16. I think it's about 12, isn't it? Yeah. It's like C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F sharp, G, G sharp, A flat, E, B flat, C. About 12, yeah. Sorry, no, I missed a note. It's 14 notes. So this is how it should sound like. So it's basically all the sharps, flats, and naturals. So that's, and then going back down the sound. Yeah, that's the chromatic skill. So it's just C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F sharp, G, D sharp, A sharp, B, B flat, C. Yeah, that's the chromatic skill. So as you can see, guys, there's this thing here. If you can see, I'm opening it. It's dripping. I should really wrap my table. But if the sound isn't good, and it's probably because of your saliva just blocking in the trumpet system, so you just have to open it and go blow it down so it gets all the stuff down and the icky yucky stuff. And also, guys, you need to also oil your trumpet. I'll just show you a quick demo. I'll show you a quick demo. Before I show you, this is the oil. So in my previous video, I said I bought it from Cosmic Center. I'll put the address here again. It says $12.95. This is trumpet oil. If you do not put oil, this sound will not be good and your valves will get stuck. So this is a quick tutorial. You just have to open all three. Yeah, wait. So sorry. So you just gotta open this up. And basically, I'm not gonna open it because if I put too much, it's gonna destroy the trumpet. You just gotta open this up and you gotta put it on that hole. Nice. But don't put too much, guys. Yeah, so do that for every single valve. Every single one, and make sure you put it properly, not put too much, otherwise it's not gonna be good. So put that again there. Hope this tutorial helped, guys, and that's the basic of the trumpets. Thank you for watching.